Hey, Connie. So you remember my son's birthday party is coming up soon, right? I've got a couple things that I'm gonna need to have you help me with. I'll message you later with the details. Oh, and one more thing, you've got the list of presents I wanted you to buy for him, right? I'm not saying you have to buy him all the things on the list, but it would be pretty awesome if you did. Anna, I'm really sorry, but I've got far too much on my plate to be thinking about the party. My daughter's condition suddenly took a turn for the worse. I just got a call from the hospital. They said they're moving her into the ICU. So I'll let you know once things calm down for us, okay? Oh, wow, really? Oh, that's a bummer. Okay, well, I get that you guys are going to be kind of busy with that stuff for a while. But be sure to message me as soon as you can, got it? I mean, no offense, but my son's birthday party has nothing to do with your daughter's condition, so don't forget about it. Right, I got it. I can't talk anymore right now. I have to go. I'll talk to you later. Connie, where are you right now? What do you think you're doing? Don't you dare tell me you forgot about my son's birthday party today. I was very clear that you need to help me with getting ready. Whatever you're doing, drop it and get over to my house right away. Anna, can we please not do this? You know that today is my daughter's funeral. I told you about that a bunch of times now. So I'm sorry, but I'm not going to be able to come to your son's party today. Tell him his Aunt Connie wished him a happy birthday for me, okay? I wasn't able to get a present ready for him in time, but don't worry, I'll get one to you as soon as I can. I know that you're not coming to the funeral today, but I would appreciate it if you could leave me to mourn my daughter. You have a terrible memory, don't you? I told you my son's birthday party has nothing to do with your daughter's condition. Unlike your daughter, my son is alive and well, and today is his birthday. Why would you waste any time crying over your dead daughter when you have a live nephew that you should be worried about? Excuse me? Anna, you cannot be serious. How could you even think of saying something like that to me? You're a mother too, aren't you? Yeah, I am a mother, and unlike some people around here, I have managed to keep mine from kicking the bucket. And my live son will always take priority over your dead daughter. I mean, why are you even having a funeral? Do you think if enough people cry about her death that she's gonna come back to life or something? Get real. It's your fault for not passing on better genes to her. I understand better than anyone else that nothing I say or do now is going to bring her back. And I would have given anything in the world for my daughter to have been born healthier than she was. I have lost so much sleep wondering if there was something that I did or ate while pregnant that could have caused this to happen. But I've already criticized myself enough. I don't need you adding even more fuel to the fire. Oh boy, here we go. Looks like someone needs to go and have a good cry again. Would you calm down already? I'm not trying to criticize you. All I'm trying to say is you've got two choices. You can spend today weeping over a dead kid, or you can spend it having fun and celebrating the birthday of a living kid. That's it. I'm over here trying desperately to get everything ready in time for the party, and I don't need your emotional turmoil to distract me. You're the one who contacted me demanding I help. You only ever think about yourself, Anna. Yeah, I don't want to hear that from you. I mean, it's a funeral. How long could it possibly take? An hour, tops? Don't tell me you're going to drag it out any longer than that. It's not like she lived to be 100 and has a bunch of life stories for people to talk about. Hurry up and say your eulogy, then head straight over here to help me get ready for the party. You are the single worst person I have ever met. Yeah, whatever. Hate me all you want. Just come to my house soon. Be sure to redo your makeup before you come, all right? I don't want the mascara running down your cheeks to ruin the mood. Oh, you don't want me to ruin the mood? Fine, I'm not coming at all. Get ready for your party by yourself and never contact me again. Good grief, Connie, grow up, will you? Fine, don't come to my son's party. I don't want you here anyway. I can't stand to be around self-absorbed and insensitive women. You know what, Anna? I feel exactly the same way. Hey, what gives? You said you're so depressed over your dead kid that you can't come to my son's party, right? Well, I guess you're not too depressed to go and whine to my family. I didn't whine to anyone. All I did was tell them the plain truth about what happened. It just so happens that you're the only person in your family with less common sense than a pile of cow manure. They were all willing to come to my daughter's funeral, even on such short notice. They also apologized to me for your behavior, since you obviously never will. God, you are such a buzzkill, you know that? You know full well that my family isn't as easygoing as yours. They always have to go and make a big deal about every little thing. You had to know they would have rushed over to your stupid funeral the moment they knew it was going on. I'll have you know that I am not the only one who's upset with you. My husband is probably even angrier than I am. Not only did you prioritize your son's birthday party over our daughter's funeral, you even tried to badger me into helping you on today of all days. Tell my brother he can go pound sand. I don't care one bit what he thinks about me. I'm busy enough as it is. I don't need him to get on my case too. That's it. I am done talking with you. I don't have time to play therapist right now. I have a ton to do. You're not gonna come. I got it. I'll just have to tell my poor son that his mean Aunt Connie doesn't care enough about him to come to his birthday party then. He's gonna be so disappointed in you. You are welcome to say whatever you want to whomever you want.
Hi, Connie. I just heard about what happened from your husband. I can't tell you enough how sorry I am for what my wife has been saying to you. I never in my wildest dreams would have thought she would be this inconsiderate. Ever since our son was born, it's like she's become a completely different person, though. Like, I don't know, does this happen to women? Is it like a hormonal thing or something? I hope I don't sound like I'm making excuses for her or anything, though.
It's all right, Cole. I know you mean well. And don't worry, there's nothing that you need to apologize for. I know how busy you are, especially the last few months. I mean, when was the last day you haven't had any overtime?
Hey, my work is my concern. You don't need to worry about me. I want you guys to just focus on each other right now. And I hate that my wife's nonsense is taking you away from that. I couldn't believe what your husband told me about Anna. How could she even think about having a party for our son at a time like this? I honestly have no idea what that woman is thinking anymore.
At any rate, it means a lot that you see things from my point of view. I have to say, though, Anna's behavior is extremely troubling. I'm worried about you and your son. I mean, if she's willing to act like that towards me, it must have been having a terrible impact on you. Not to mention the bad influence she must be having on your son. Oh, but I shouldn't be talking about her like this to you. She's your wife.
Actually, I've been feeling the same way lately. She's been doing and saying so many things that are way out of line. I've been putting up with it until now, but after this, yeah, I'm not putting up with it anymore. You can leave Anna to me. I'll take care of her. I have everything ready to teach her a lesson that she'll never forget.
You do? Well, it sounds like there's something going on that I don't know about. Would you mind telling me about it?
Gladly.
I hope you're happy with yourself, Connie. My husband just told me he's divorcing me. And it's all your fault. What did you say to him? My fault? Really, Anna? Don't blame me for the consequences of your own actions. I'm shocked that Cole's tolerated you as long as he did, frankly. He has every right to be angry at you. But you don't understand. It's not like I wanted to start seeing other men. Do you have any idea what it's like to be raising a child all by yourself every day of the week? I got lonely, that's all. If that were a legitimate reason to divorce someone, I'm pretty sure the divorce rate in this country would be something like 95%. I mean, fill me in on your thought process. I'm curious how you made the jump from "I'm lonely while my husband is working" to "I have no choice but to sleep around behind his back." It would be one thing if he were going out drinking or something, but no, Cole was just working long hours every day to support you. And you're a full-time housewife. Isn't holding down the fort while the husband is away part of the job description? Not to mention he was firm with his company about not coming in on his days off so he could have time to spend with you and your son on weekends. I know, but still, holding down the fort isn't as easy as you make it sound. I am absolutely exhausted by the end of the day. Oh, I bet you are. You cook, clean, take care of your son, put him to bed, and then get everything ready for your boyfriend to come over. My understanding is that you're even leaving your son with your parents while you go see him. Maybe if you spent less time with your boyfriend, you wouldn't be so exhausted. Ever think about that? Stop making me out to be some kind of villain. I was lonely from being home alone all day, so I went out to have some fun. Alone? Well, I guess you don't see your son as a person then. That's not what I meant. Anyway, you met that guy on a dating app, didn't you? I'd say that makes it pretty clear what you were after. Seriously, Anna, I called you the worst person I've ever met, but I think that was being too generous to you. Shut up. None of this would have happened if it weren't for you, so you need to do something to make things right again. He is leaving me, Connie, and he says he's going to take our son with him. He has my son with him right now. He says he's not going to bring him back until later on tonight. Today is my son's birthday, and now I am here all alone in my house. No party, no guests, not even my son. Once again, this is not my fault. It is the obvious result of all the terrible things you did. Granted, all that I know is the information that Cole gave me by text a little while ago, so I don't know all the details. But from what he tells me, it sounds like he has some pretty solid evidence against you. If I were you, I think I would be lashing out at people less and begging for forgiveness more. So what am I supposed to do? Just sit back and accept the fact that my husband is walking out on me? There is no way I'm going to allow myself to lose my family over this. It's all your daughter's fault for dying. What? Are you really going to go there, Anna? I don't see how my daughter's death has any relation to your inability to keep your pants on. I'm not some kind of slut. Stop talking like I am. And anyway, aren't you forgetting something? My husband is planning to take my son and run off somewhere. You think he can take care of a toddler all by himself? Get it? There is no way he's going to divorce me. He spends most of the week at his office. He's not going to be able to work childcare into his schedule. And what about me? Let's say he divorces me, so what? All I need to do is get a job, which I'll have no trouble finding right away. Then I'll find the most eligible man in the company, work my magic on him, and get remarried. Then I can quit my job again and go back to living the easy life. You seem confident about finding a new husband willing to support you. Yeah, well, if you're beautiful like me, this sort of thing comes easy to you. Not that you'd know anything about that. I'm impressed, Anna. Even when you're about to lose everything, you still don't miss any chance to throw a pot shot at me. And you'd better get used to it. Because as long as you're married to my brother, I am still your sister-in-law. That means I'm going to be taking pot shots at you for the rest of your life. What makes you think we're going to give you the opportunity? My husband and I have talked it over and we're both in agreement. What you've done to us lately merits us placing a significant amount of distance between us. So after this conversation, we won't be talking again for a very long time. You can't make that decision all by yourself. My brother will never let you do that to me. Actually, he was the one who suggested going no contact with you in the first place. He said he knew that continuing to be around you would only keep causing more pain for me. So it's time to put an end to your sibling relationship. We don't want anything to do with you ever again. You what? I don't believe you. All of you are scum, you know that? You're just lashing out at me because you're angry at yourself for not being able to keep your daughter from dying. You're so pathetic. You don't want to talk to me anymore? Well, guess what? The feeling is mutual. Oh, okay. Then it's settled. Goodbye, Anna.
Anna, tell me where you are right now. You knew that we were going to meet today to talk about how things are going to proceed from here. Not only that, but when I got to the house, you had left our son there all by himself. What's wrong with you?
I don't want to hear any complaints from you. I was ready for us to have our talk at the scheduled time. You, however, were 15 minutes late, so I left. I waited 15 minutes longer than I should have, by the way.
I was at work, Anna. You know, the thing you haven't done once since we got married? I tried my best to get home on time. How was I supposed to know you'd leave like that?
What do we even have to talk about? You want to divorce me, right? Okay then, go ahead. Good talk, Cole. Talk to you later.
This isn't that simple. We need to discuss custody, child support, property division, tons of stuff. I can't decide all this stuff by myself.
What do you want, the kid or something? You can have him. It was fun playing with him for a while. Plus, thanks to him, I got a ton of new followers on my Instagram account. But I kind of want to expand my horizons, you know? I want to break out of the mommy sphere and show the people what I can really do. And I have more than enough followers that I can basically take my account in any direction I want.
What are you talking about?
I was super disappointed that the party didn't work out like I planned, but I was still able to take some pretty decent pictures. Now I can tell my followers about how my selfish husband abandoned me and took my son with him. The sympathy likes on that post are going to be off the charts. I might actually gain even more followers by portraying myself as a strong, independent woman who was victimized by her ex-husband. This might be a turning point in my career. Oh, but if you think I'm going to pay you any child support, you've got another thing coming. You're the one who's insisting on taking him from me, aren't you? In exchange for letting you have him, I think you can give me a break on child support.
Fine. If that's what you want, then so be it. And what are you going to tell him about why we're divorcing, huh? When he asks why mommy's going away, what will you say?
I don't know. I'll just make up something that sounds good. Like how mommy doesn't want to leave him, but daddy's being mean and won't let me see him anymore. Oh, that would really cause problems in your relationship, wouldn't it?
For the love of God, Anna! You really have no remorse at all for what you've done, do you?
Not really. Why should I? I'm still young and beautiful. I think I'll be fine without you. I might just move in with my boyfriend like we've been talking about.
I'd be careful about what you say to me, Anna. I don't think you're aware yet of just what sort of position you're in right now. I'm letting you off easy so far. Don't make me change my mind.
Oh no, I'm so scared. What are you gonna do? Cry to my mommy and daddy that I'm being mean to you?
Let's just say I have my options. I've noticed that you've been a bit more peppy than usual lately. I was an idiot to not notice what was going on for so long. It was because you were meeting with your boyfriend, weren't you?
That's right. You were so obsessed with your stupid job that you never paid any attention to me. You were practically asking me to cheat on you. Now that I finally have someone to help me relieve the stress of taking care of a kid 24/7, I feel better than I have in ages.
Good for you. I guess there's nothing more for us to talk about then. I'll have my lawyer draw up the divorce papers tomorrow. It's going to include the agreement we made. I get sole custody and you don't owe child support. You still good with that?
Yep, no objections here.
One last thing. Before this is over, you need to apologize to Connie. She just lost her 6-year-old daughter, and you were mocking her pain the whole time. Do you have any idea how long they've been trying to have a baby? Your brother came to me for support whenever they had a miscarriage, but did you even know about that?
Nope, and I don't really care either.
I'll bet you don't. And then when they finally had the child they always wanted, she was born with a weak immune system. She died at 6 to something that usually just gives kids the sniffles. Meanwhile, you were blessed with a healthy child, and now you're just throwing him aside like last week's trash. Even before that, you never thought of him as your son. He was nothing but an ornament for your Instagram account. And you were bullying Connie into helping you take some stupid pictures of him while she was at her daughter's funeral. Are you aware of what sort of an amoral monster you are?
Do you think I poisoned her kid or something? Look, it's a cruel world and not everyone makes it. I don't see why I should put my life on pause to mourn someone else's child. Frankly, Connie should have known better than to have a child. It was obvious that any kid she managed to have would be just as defective as she is.
Good God. Okay, well, that's just about as much of you as I'm willing to put up with. You are so far beyond redemption that all the holy water in the world wouldn't be enough to cleanse your black heart.
Oh, please, spare me that religious nonsense. This is the real world, Cole, not a fairy tale. All that matters in this world is money and beauty. And my rich, genetically superior parents gave me both. I'm about to start living my best life, and you're gonna be tied down by that kid for the rest of yours.
You really think you've won, huh?
Duh, I know I've won.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Hey, Connie, could I ask you a favor? I need you to hide me. I thought I was clear when I told you never to contact me again. I'm not interested in participating in your stupid game of hide and seek. Why didn't I block you when I had the chance? Wait, don't. I'm in serious trouble. My ex-husband Cole screwed me. I don't deserve anything that's happening to me right now. Let me assure you, Anna, whatever is happening to you right now, not only do you deserve it, you deserve about 10 times more where that came from. Call it karma, divine justice, anything you want. All that's happening is you're finally getting some long overdue comeuppance. But I don't get it. I gave him what he wanted. I divorced him and gave him the kid. Why is he still holding this sick grudge against me? That creep told my mom and dad about everything. I stopped by my parents' house to ask if my dad would give me some cushy executive position in his company, but he started screaming at me. Now he's telling me that not only won't he give me a job, he's having me sent to a cattle ranch owned by one of his golfing buddies. It's miles from the next town, and the whole place smells like manure all day long. It's blazing hot in the summer, freezing cold in the winter. I'm not a farmer, I'm a city girl. Yeah, farming is definitely a bit of a step away from being a housewife and posting on Instagram all day. I don't know what I'm gonna do. After Cole divorced me and kicked me out of the house, I thought I could always rely on my dad, but he's mad at me too. And then there's my boyfriend. Yeah, I heard about that through the grapevine. The guy you met on the dating app was an employee at your son's daycare? I mean, cheating on your husband is bad enough as it is, but with your own son's teacher? It's all the local moms groups are talking about lately. The school principal fired him as soon as he got wind of it, though, which is relieving. He has more character than you anyway. I couldn't help but fall for him. He's handsome, kind, strong. I'll have to ask you to stop right there. I just ate and you're making me nauseous. It seems like your dad thinks you need to spend some time in a place where you can learn the value of hard work. And also to overcome your overactive libido. You're gonna have a hard time having an affair when the only males in a 50-mile radius are cows. Why couldn't my dad just give me a cushy office job? Exactly what skills do you have that would be useful in the workplace? All you've done since you've been married is post mediocre pictures on Instagram and cheat on your husband. Even if he gave you a normal position pushing paperwork, your mere presence in the office would cause morale to plummet. Also, from the way things sound, your dad isn't really giving you much of an option. If you want me to hide you, that must mean he's using more, persuasive means to get you to go to that ranch, right? It wasn't supposed to happen this way. This is the worst. I'm gonna die out there at that ranch. You've got to help me, Connie. You're the only person I can turn to. If that's true, then you have 0 people you can turn to. Don't worry, though. You won't be lonely anymore. You'll have all the cows on the ranch to keep you company. It looks like Anna pushed her dad a bit too far this time. In the end, though, the people he had sent to persuade Anna to come with them to the ranch were unnecessary. Anna willingly surrendered herself to her fate. After a while, it seems that her time taking care of the cows had actually had an effect on her. To everyone's surprise, she sent letters to me, my husband, and her ex-husband Cole to apologize for what she had put us through. That was a rather unexpected development, but if she genuinely has turned over a new leaf, then good for her. As for me, with my sister-in-law out of my life, things finally quieted down around here. My husband and I decided to set up a charitable foundation to help parents of young children pay for necessary medical treatment. His parents gave us a generous donation to get things started. There's nothing more fulfilling than seeing the look of joy on a parent's face when they get to see their sick children get better. I can't think of any better way to honor our daughter's memory.